So these type of questions are always there in every exam. We call them speed and time or train problem. Usually some people call them train problems. Okay, now we know that from the LKG studies we have seen that speed is equal to distance by time. This is something we know. Speed is equal to distance by time. So in other words, we can say that distance is equal to speed by time. This is also what we can say. Distance is equal to speed by, no, sorry. Time is equal to speed by distance. Time is equal to distance by speed. Distance by speed. Is this easy?
Yes,
This
sir.
is something you can very easily remember, or you can say distance is equal to speed into time. So all these things are basically derived from this equation. So this is something we know. Now coming back to the train problem. ट्रेन में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? ट्रेन में देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ डिस्टेंस. There is a problem of distance. How much distance a train is covering? Now, first point that you will remember once for all is that if the train is crossing a point object, if a train is crossing a point object, what does point object mean? Point object means, for example, man or woman, a pole or a tree, etc., etc. These are point objects, right? Second category of objects is the length objects. Length objects. Length object में क्या क्या एग्जाम्पल है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्लेटफॉर्म, फॉर एग्जाम्पल a bridge, or maybe some tunnel. These are all the length objects. Right. The third category of objects that a train will cross is the moving objects. Moving objects. For example, another train. This is the classic example, is another train. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, what will be the distance in each category? What will be the distance? Now you have to remember these 3 points. The distance in case 1. Distance in case 1. Distance will be on length of train. This is the own length of train, or we call it LT, length of train. This length of train will be distance covered. The distance covered will be length of train. Now in the second case, what will be the distance in second case? What distance a train will cover? It will be on length plus length of object. What is object here? Object is platform, bridge, tunnel. So total distance will be LT plus L, for example, P. Length of train plus length of platform will be the total distance. Right. Now Third category is also moving objects. Now, if the moving object is train, another train, so total distance will be LT plus LT. This will be T1, this will be T2. So total distance will be length of train 1 plus length of train 2. If there are two trains. However, if the moving object is a point object, then distance will be only the distance of the train. Is this clear? Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So there is absolutely no problem up to here. Now we will see, if you remember this, if you understand this, I will see another thing, that is the these moving objects. When the two objects are moving, what will happen to the speed? That is what we call relative speed. Relative velocity or relative speed. Relative speed. So when the two objects are moving, when the two trains are moving, if they are moving in the same direction, same direction bole to this is one train, right, and this is the another train. Or it can be like this is one train and this is another train. They are moving in the same direction. In that case, their speed is adding. This is S1, this is S2. Sorry, not adding, subtracting. Or this is S1, S2. So total their speed will subtract. That is S1 minus S2. Their relative speed. Their relative speed. Their relative speed will be S1 minus S2. If S1 is more than S2. If S2 is more, then it will be S2 minus S1. Got it? Now, if the two trains are moving in the opposite direction, for example, one train is moving in this direction, another train is moving in this direction. At that time, the relative speed will be S1 plus S2. If this is S1 and this is S2. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now, the
sir.
third concept, this is concept number 2. Now, the third concept that we have to see is the conversion. सर क्या होता है conversion? Conversion मतलब, if you see the length of the train will be always given in the meters, but speed will be given in kilometer per hour. In kilometer per hour. So length is in meters, speed is in kilometers. So we have to convert. We have to convert either this kilometer per hour to meter per second, or we have to convert the meter to kilometer. So, but in most cases, you will be converting kilometer per hour to meter per second. समझ आया? समझ आया यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how will you convert? Remember that if you are converting kilometer per hour to meter per second, remember that multiply by 5/18. 5 by 18. If you are converting meter per second to kilometer per hour, then you have to multiply it by 18 by 5. You have to multiply it by 18 by 5. So these three concepts are there. If you are done with these three concepts, then you will solve the problems. Clear? यहां तक समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
यस सर बोलने से तो लग नहीं रहा है समझ आया, इतने धीरे धीरे बोल रहे हो. Now let us take a question. I will give you a question. The question be like, how many seconds a train, in how many seconds a train of length 100 meter running with a speed of 36 kilometer per hour cross a pole. Batao, in how many seconds it will cross a pole? How many seconds a train of 100 meter running with a speed of 36 kilometer per hour cross a pole? In how many seconds? बता जल्दी. Who had given the answer?
Sir, it's me.
Naveed has given an answer 10 seconds. Okay.
10 seconds, sir.
So how we will solve this? Because here we know that now you will be able to solve this, because here we know that length of train is around what was the length of train? 100 meter. So this 100 meter is basically the distance that it will cover. Why? Because we have a point object. So distance will be 100 meters. So in order to cross a pole, this train has to travel 100 meters. Speed is given as 36, but kilometer per hour. What is the length? Length is distance is in meter. So this 36 we will convert into meter per second. We will multiply it by 5 by 18. 18 और ये कैंसल हो गया. So मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Speed. Kilometer per hour. So okay, fine. So that will be 10. So 10 is the speed. 10 meter per second is the speed. So therefore time taken will be, time किसके बराबर होगा? Distance by speed. Distance is 100, speed is 10. So answer will be 10 seconds. Very simple. Now let's solve the another question very quickly. A train having a length of 110 meters running at 72 kilometer per hour crosses a bridge which is 130 meter long. how many seconds? In how much time, I must say, or seconds? In how much time? Question समझ आया?
So 12 seconds.
Almost 12 seconds.
Huh?
12 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay.
Sir,
There
12,
12.
12, 12, 12.
12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Okay, good. Beautiful. So means you people are learning because this is easy. So here the distance will be 110 plus 130. Because we have seen that if a train is crossing a length object, the total distance will be the addition of the two. So it is 240. So 240 meter is the distance that this train has to cover in order to cross the bridge. What is the speed? Speed here is 72 kilometer per hour. So in order to convert it into meter per second, we have to multiply it by 5 by 18. So 18 1 is 18, 18 4s 72. So that is 5 4 is 20 meter per second is the speed. Therefore, time will be 240 divided by 20. This and this goes, this and this goes, that is the 12. 12 seconds. Always write the unit. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if anyone among you have recorded this part of my lecture,